in the game.
Entering menu narration pop-up. Do you want menu narration? No, turn it off.
Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. Next, let's choose your rosters. If you're looking for the latest EA Sports recommended roster featuring more than 1,000 additional players, choose the active roster option. Or you can select the rosters from our original launch with the default roster option. Here is where you can customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your settings from the updated list of available options and customize your conferences complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from time to figure out where on the coaching staff you want to start? Whichever role you decide on, you'll receive new coaching opportunities throughout the season via the coaching carousel. And now for the fun part. Here, now is time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win? Congratulations. It's time to sign your first coaching contract. Now pay attention to the expectations of the role. Failing to meet the university's expectations will land you on the hot seat and potentially looking for a new job when the coaching carousel rolls around. Let's quickly walk through recruiting in EA Sports College Football 26. Our recruiting system follows a three-stage approach. Stage 1, add a player to your recruiting board. Once they're there, you can select actions to gain intel on what they value when it comes to committing to a school. These actions also help to get on a recruit's radar and can move you into their top schools. Once you're in a recruit's top 5, Stage 2 commences, allowing you to pitch to a player the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble finding interests that match, try to use the sway mechanic to get a recruit to change their mind. Finally, when a recruit is ready, Stage 3 is all about you closing on the recruit. It's at this point you can host the recruit on campus, allowing you to focus on specific school strengths in an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing day. Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars at Hancock Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the South Alabama Jaguars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Jaguars about to kick it away and get this season started.
free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. On the ground, it's O'Neal. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He'll pitch it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. And the Jaguars are marching down the field. Wants to throw again. Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, Defense won that rep. Good coverage.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the fullback. Turning it on. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. On the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now on the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The Judicials will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run. Played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Off the play fake. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught near the sticks. It's Scott. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Under fire. Dances away to buy time. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off play action. Unleashes one. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The option look. Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And the Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Calls his own number. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's a 1st down.
They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's York. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Judicials come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gets the back moving. On the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down. And the Judicials pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run the option. The pitch. Breaks into the open. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. The Judicials will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A low line drive and not his best work. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Back to pass, it's Davenport. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Wide open downfield. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Myers on the move. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this QB, you can tell, did a really good job of continuing to buy time, go through his progressions. He wanted to make the big play and even got outside the pocket a little bit to his left and took the deep shot down the field. Just missed.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Jaguars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Jaguars are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab. There he goes. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Jaguars will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Jaguars! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Quarterback will keep it. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense that time. One of the best things you can do against a team trying to run option is get penetration. Because when you get penetration on the quarterback, you disrupt the relationship between him and the pitch guy, and you saw it happen that time. The pitch guy ends up getting it, but everything's discombobulated. He's way behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go, and it's a big negative play.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air, it's Davenport. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, South Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Mobile, but let's just go with notable. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's head back inside Hancock Whitney Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Judicials will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Phillips. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Jaguars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibbs. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Steps away to find some room. He turns it loose to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Now the play fake. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Jaguars are on the move. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
He'll bring it out. It's low. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He'll ride his man on the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be fourth down. That throw and catch a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Finds his man, it's Jenkins. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
The Jaguars trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Davenport. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires and picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Judicials. The defense putting points on the board. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, South Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. He'll try to find a rhythm here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Still on his feet at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
With the catch, it's Matthews. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On the option. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Davenport. Moving away from pressure. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Jaguars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got a man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 35. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Jaguars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So now it's and long. Let's go. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. The play action fake. Makes the grab. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Jaguars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Going for 6. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 4th down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Jaguars are in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Davenport. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. This time he's got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Jaguars will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now improvising. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Big fella moving. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. Into the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Fielded in the end zone. It's low. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Sends it back in motion. He's in open space downfield. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got a man. It's Schwartz. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They kick it away on 4th down. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Buys a little time. Fires on the move. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Fires downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Fires to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They want to run this quarterback. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Dropping back, it's Davenport. Finds the tight end. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. One more play to pad the stats. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.